Hello, my name is Brian Gannon. I am a longtime EcoSys user and administrator, and this video is just to share a little tip, trick, which is, being generous. It's really not a trick, but just something that's I've found helpful on numerous occasions, and it's one of those things that's so simple, but Um, I don't know if it would have occurred to me naturally if I had not just seen it first. This is really just me aping something that I first saw years and years ago, but I've never actually I don't know, just kind of doesn't come up. It's one of those everyday things, and it's simply okay. We have a working forecast transaction or actual transaction subject area element. So not a transaction summary. So it's a non-TSUM. So a WFT or actual transaction configuration element, such as a action or a spreadsheet or a report, and we want to pull back transactions that are in this version, and this version, but no other versions. Okay, so if I run this, I'm in uh, my non-production sandbox instance, which has just dummy data, and if we just run this working forecast transaction spreadsheet that has no row filters on it, so there's 5,000 and change WFTs in here. Okay, and they are across, I think, like a few dozen different um, versions. Now, let's say that for whatever reason, I just want to pull back the ones that are in two or three of them, and um, the immediate reason that that's a little bit of a challenge is that when we go to the row filter, um, put a row filter on the version field, uh, it's a single select, so it's not a multi-select in the way that a transaction or that a category value row filter would be. I can only pick with so you know here are all the versions that are bound to the working forecast transaction subject area instance and or the working WFT subject area in this instance, but I can only pick one. Well, what if I want three of them? Well, I could make a formula, like a string formula in this subject area that is if version equals this or this or this, return yes, and then you row filter on the yes. That's kind of kludgy, right? It just takes more clicks, it's error prone, etc. Well, there's a simpler way, and it's simply, hey, uh, okay, for this one, let's say I want BDG and BDG2 transactions that is one of those two versions, but no other ones. All right, well, I'm going to have the BDG column here, and wait for it, make a copy. You just add another version column, and this time I'm going to do BDG2, and I'm going to save, and let's just see what we get here. And we get um, the ones that are just one of those two. And this is so, um, it's just so simple, but I really don't know if it would have, if uh, Greenfield, it would have occurred to me to try this. Hopefully, yes, but maybe not. And probably everyone else in the world, yes, but maybe a few not. Like, yeah, I just hope that it's new to someone because it's a really, so you can see here, um, yeah, thank God. Um, we've got BDG2 transactions and BDG version transactions, and that's all. And it's no big deal that you just have the version column twice. So you can have four version columns or five, and they each are row filtered on a different thing, and it's gonna it's it you're gonna it's an and. it's an and. It's one of those cases I think where we hardly ever think about this little fella up here, and the conventional wisdom is, and I'm not saying otherwise. I've always had it on and. I never put it on or, but this is that and in action. So that's it. I hope this is helpful for some folks watching, and thanks for watching.